Welcome back to That Handicapping Show. I'm Claire Novak, joined today by Tom LaMarra. We are back in the studio and taking a look at the Stephen Foster Handicap, 1 mile and an eighth for older horses at Churchill Downs. And of course, a big race of the spring season. Very exciting. We have the defending 3-year-old champion Will Take Charge entered here. Also Revolutionary, who has shown improve in recent months. And the return of Departing into the highest level of stakes company. So very exciting race on a very good card at Churchill, a night card. So this race slated to go off later in the evening. Tom, Will Take Charge last time out. Not such a good performance from my boy. And I have to say that in this spot, I am probably looking at Revolutionary, and a lot of people on social media that I've heard in the Twitter sphere, etc., agreeing with me that perhaps he stands a better shot in here. But tell me your thoughts about how you think the race will shape up.
Well, I'm really not so sure about that. It drew a field of 8, of course. Revolutionary, I believe, is the morning line favorite, or will be the morning line favorite, which is kind of interesting. He drew the inside post. Really did like his race in the Pimlico Special when he went from last to first. But, Will Take Charge had run so well so many times. I just don't believe the last race. The trainer doesn't even seem to know what happened or why he ran that way. But I would expect, him to revert to his old form in this race.
One word, or actually it's 2 words. Luis Saez. Why they changed the jockey on my horse?
I have no idea.
This is the thing, okay? This is a horse who runs on the outside and runs close to the pace with a late kick down the lane, okay? Keeping the horse inside and extremely far off the pace was taking him completely out of his game. And that is why, in the Alley Sheba, he ran 6th. Gary Stevens, first time on the horse. Now, I love Gary. He's a Hall of Fame jockey. Maybe it was a get-acquainted situation where he found himself, having to adapt in the race, and that was the best he could do. But I'm really hoping that in this race, the key for Will Take Charge to win this race is going to have to be that he gets up behind that pace, sitting 3rd, 4th, whatever, and on the outside. He is not a horse who likes to be down on the rail, unlike Revolutionary, who seems to, he can squeeze through if it's like this big. So, I'm not sure what the politics were that took Luis Saez off the horse, but I'm not happy about it because he had been very successful on him, and the situation in the Alley Sheba, I was not thrilled about.
So you're not expecting the trip that you just described for Will Take Charge on Saturday?
I'm hoping that there was a discussion after the race that, hey, this horse needs to stay outside and he needs to be more forwardly placed. If there was that discussion, and if Gary realized coming out of that race, now, who knows? There could have been other issues that we haven't been told about. Maybe the horse needed some time. Who knows? But I'm going with Revolutionary because of the scenario you described. The Pimlico Special run was super impressive. This is a horse who can wind up in all sorts of trouble and just bulls his way through. He's extremely tenacious. In this last race at the break, he actually got bumped and squeezed. Came from, like you said, extremely far out of it. Now, I know you're talking about a horse who has actually, I was looking at his record, he's won 7 of his 10 starts. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's about time for Departing to get his grade 1.
Well, you know what? I will pick him on top in this race, and the reason is, his 3-year-old season ended in late September when he flopped in the Oklahoma Derby at Remington Park. Not a great effort, and of course he's had a lot of time off. He came back and won a 1-turn mile allowance race at Churchill April 14th. And really looked like his old self. It was a decent field, nothing like this, of course. But, he's a 4-year-old now, and I think his comeback race was pretty strong. And actually, if you look at the fractions in that race, if Moonshine Mullen does not run in the Foster on Saturday, I could see Departing very, very close up. The 1 mile and an eighth is not a problem, and I don't know, I just think he may be a much stronger horse this year, and he could make some noise in this division. So I'm going to pick him on top of Will Take Charge and Revolutionary.
And that's going to be a reversal for us. I'm taking Revolutionary on top of Departing and Will Take Charge. Of course, Departing that April 30th for the comeback race for Al Stahl. Golden Ticket in here, Mylute in here, a very good field of handicap horses for the Stephen Foster on Saturday. So that's it. That handicapping show in which Claire was extremely opinionated regarding the ride of Will Take Charge. We wish you the best of luck on Saturday. We say thanks, as always, to Briss for the PPs. Thanks for watching the Handicapping Show.